Great Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. So I just opened up the Bible. I was trying to get to Psalms, but something told me just to open it up and see what's there. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so okay. Trying to see though. The noise. It's almost like musicians in the underworld and this grandmother or this Rachel energy or a grandmother energy is using this child that has the key to something. It's almost like she's a bird on a swing. So there's some eggs being laid to give these people different vantage points here. It's like people have to kill. I was hearing when it comes to abortion, something, I think women should choose, but you have to be careful with that term because women could also mean men. It could also mean, to me, when I studied the word in etymology, it could also mean foreigners. I think back then we were looking at something when those people were coming in through Ellis Island. That would be like having those people that came in at Ellis Island, if they were allegedly really coming from where they said they were, have them decide if American women should, especially the cream of the crop, that would be letting them decide, come in here and then start deciding if we can have babies or who we can have them with. Now this is dealing with from the lowest to the highest. If the Empress was supposed to be co-creating with different beings that came in, the Empress, the Sun, Page of Wands, people were sending page energies in to infiltrate. When I just sat in some room, I was sitting there, not really meditating, but I just closed my eyes. I had my hand on my womb, or where it should be. And I promise, I closed my eyes. Excuse me, hold on. For a couple seconds, and I was seeing red. And I saw a sharp sickle. So even though the Empress is in the upright, somebody is a Gale entity, a Gale Skinwalker entity. This Mami Wata. And somebody they're getting frustrated. It's almost like the lady on Pippi Longstocking that wanted her to have to go to the orphanage instead of having her own house. And she was getting so frustrated with her. I think it's Miss Midget Smith. Midget Smitten. This could be somebody that worked for the lowly. And she didn't like the influence that Pippi Longstocking had to dare to be confident, dream, these things like this. And show that with the hopeless orphanages, children. So her free will to live in the house that her dad gave her, Somebody could be in a county or something where your dad was an underlord or overseer, and somebody just refuses to give you your keys. They want to invite you in now, but they want to be in charge. This is a system that probably been going on for centuries, especially with some of the Cabbage Patch Kids that don't know who their real parents or what portals or what semen was maybe used to bring them into the world. Even if they were in the womb of a woman, it didn't have to be her child. These could be God's creations or aliens' creations that were created. So I don't know what this sharp sickle is about, but maybe we'll figure it out. It's almost like these women have been killing these babies, or they have the gift of sight to know when a woman is pregnant, right? So these are the seers that they could use while people are co-creating with different beings on this planet. But in order to wipe out my bloodline or wipe me out, somebody has been, they had this Mommy Watson energy as a third party in my relationship with my spouse. That's why I think all of these people should get what they deserve. With me being the main wife or the bride, but or the husband or whatever I would have been, and being unaware that this is like an attack. This is like warfare. It's like somebody finding out in the royal family that, like, the head butler was a spy for another country, and this is how they were losing so much over a certain amount of time, 10 years, 20 years, you know, or something like this, right? That person will not be able to continue to live. So I feel like somebody's not protected though once they do get these gifts for coming in and squashing one of these babies. Maybe even these are the carriers or the couriers that in the Ives or Ivy or I think poison ivy is like a vine or something, right? So this could be something like a vine that you shouldn't touch because it'll get you sick. Um, Hold on, y'all. I gotta hear what this noise is. I gotta see what this noise is. Oh, shit. I thought I was looking at a screensaver, but it's actually a video of like the mountains and the waterfall. I'm thinking, what is that? So this is a whole system. That's why I say you have to be careful with abortion. Leave that between a person and God or something like this, because they're using abortion to cut off little horns that God placed in certain countries, states, cities, or stuff like this that are supposed to be prosperous. And these people are cutting you off at the, like, literally. These are, like I said, these imposters from Africa have their own cultures that they're trying to implement on other people. They're trying to, you don't understand their language, but they're trying to drag you into whatever it is that they've created. It's not for me, or maybe not for you, or whatever this is. Incest, these people are sick in the head. They come off as real polite and real helpful to the community, loving to their families, but sometimes it might be too loving, because I feel like this grandmother might be being blocked right now, but this could be musicians or the industry is protecting this woman, or they're vibing with this woman or something right now. We got the horse, and we got, like I said, this alligator. Older energy could have came in to try to get to this girl, and a little boy step. So now they have their little warriors around this woman or this girl or whoever this is, because they're willing to kill to keep, I don't know, it's something like this, okay? And I feel like this is somebody that's pretending to be they could be wearing your grandmother's likeness, their name. If your grandmother passed away or something, this person could already consume. These people are not coming here just to sit. They're coming here to consume your identity or to graft themselves into your family trees. And these are plants that's pretending to be your family members. You think they're their family members, but these people have been stealing from some of us, and also prohibiting us from procreating or creating the regular way. And when it comes to the unseen, so we talk about the seen and the unseen, or the known and the unknown on this platform. Things you can just sense or know. You don't have to see. So this will be big things. So somebody could have found out that you were, this person could get in trouble because person could, with that big egg over here with the farmer and the big egg in the oval, somebody found out that you was having a big baby. It could be even this dinosaur energy. Okay, you was having this could be something closer to this. If this is an old breed, this could be something more prone to what they are. So somebody got this person with this egg, killed this person, took the egg, okay, to sell it off or something like this, all right? But I feel like whatever this egg is, it was the wrong thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Of a giant. Somebody didn't want you to have a baby with a giant or somebody that could take you to the next level. If these people are choosing wives or picking wives, or maybe there's a catalog or something they can look through. But at the same time, somebody's been trying to do this with you. These women are also delusional. They're trying to act like right now. I told you that if that Peach McIntyre is my cousin Niecy Bruton, or a clone of her, she would have had to leave behind 3 children in order to go allegedly have them all them children that she say she got over there. I don't think that those are her children. I think that those are eggs from other people in the family, and these people are covering for this person. Because I'm glad I've always honored and been proud of or looked at single women as unless somebody was eavesdropping on a conversation and I could have been pissed off and said something like, oh, somebody treated me like this or whatever. I think they just, I mean, is somebody just pissed off because, I'm allegedly married or something like this? Somebody's trying to act like this ain't how hateful these people are or these entities are, and it is. But I've never said, ew, my cousin, them, because all my cousins, everybody else but me was, everybody else was not married or was a single mother but me, right? Um, but I feel like their way of making me a single mother was to take a stalemate and plop the stalemate in the house that would only be able to go to work and come home and provide. They would not provide love, nurturing, discipline, or anything. I had to do all that by myself with all 4 of my children, all my girls. And they let me keep the girls because they knew that with the father in the house, but without the discipline, it's just like raising a whole bunch of girls in the house with a single mother. And they're going to go out in the world. See, this is traditional for these fucking devils. Because I done seen your hand and got bloods on it recently. I know who the devil is now. Okay, somebody went from a snake to the devil or something. Right before our eyes. Okay? Somebody's trying to twist your words or something. Or somebody's also doing a snaky tarot card reading. Okay? And somebody's also mad because somebody wanted to could be a King of Wands in reverse. Somebody is mad with their fist balled up because they want to hurt you because what was I gonna say? These people want to send entities in onto you. These is trifling motherfuckers, but the people want you to wash your body up every night and smell like roses so demons can come hop. I was saying in the shower this morning, I ain't about to be nobody jump on and off dog or something like this. Also, there's a group of women that wanted to get the men out the way so that they can own a feminine, the empress, me. And they think that they're going to be able to come over here and lick on, touch on, put their fingers in, or do something like, these are entities or something like this. Or invaders. They can have different ways of getting to you. These are also the ones that go collect your clones and go burn them in Bohemian Grove and throw them off mountains and stuff like this because they're so jealous of your beauty. Or if your father dies, they start to take things out of your house, your furniture, estate. You could be a piece of furniture in a facility. Because again, if these people if throughout the time you were able to get through the cracks and have a seed with a powerful being that would crush these bitches in the head if they tried to kill the baby or something like this. There's different things there's different updates, upgrades, little mechanical shit that I'm guessing these entities have to do with some of us that are these highborn or highbrow children, but they use lesser beings to do it. They use the people in the underworld to do it. And you can't really trust them because if they were jealous of a relationship that you were going to come into union, say a trillionaire came in and then because it happens. I want this one on my team. You might not go live with that person. You might not, but that person's going to make sure that they're, it's almost like what I'm seeing is they try to make sure that you're gonna they try to guide you in the right way so that you could be a product or something that they can you know, be fruitful off of or admire or something that they did this. You know how like some men like to take a girl, take her to let her go to college, and they just have this habit of wanting to do something like that. Okay, maybe come into a village and see these wandering girls around or something like this, and somebody wants to take somebody as a bride, and they give a dowry or something. So it's something, it's like old world, new world, centuries worth of lies and manipulation. It ain't the truth. It just benefits one side. It's now it's just a whole bunch of slop. All right. It's not even really no real tradition here. I know because now I'm knowing and I'm talking about it out loud. So that means that this is the end of whatever these people. It's almost like they was doing all that racing, but all I got to do is just say what it is to unravel this shit or something like this. So you're gonna keep doing what you're doing to target one individual because of your jealousy or something like this, and now you're gonna ruin the whole thing for everybody or something. So confirmation. So somebody was so jealous of me that grew up around me that was one of these entities or one of these industry plants or family plants or community plants that this is what it's come to. So somebody can't have prosperity here. And now they are keeping the empress trapped, trying to lick on the empress or do some weird ass shit, some sex magic or whatever this is. These could be weird things. They don't want to break it down because a lot of these people that's tarot readers are guilty of doing this at one point in time in their life. They were a part of this system, if whether they steal or not. So these women are going out and trying to trap the empress or other queen energies or something like this. And they are sending their sons in the reverse that don't have nothing unless they have this empress. Okay, I'm here. I don't have nothing if I don't have you. Okay, that song by Alicia Keys. And now that all of the big gods are done stripping and you don't have an alliance with a big dog that admires what you produce for them or something like this, like a seed or something, they you know, they love these beautiful seed that you produce or something, so they check in on you once in a while, make sure you straight or something like this. Somebody didn't want you to have big daddy energies or big boss daddies, so they were doing spell work on your yoni, trying to mess with the smell of it, mess with your energy level so that you don't, you know, you don't want to do this or that. But I'm just telling you right now that was never okay with it because I'm not y'all. I'm not like y'all. Y'all not like me. Whatever the fuck this is, and you ain't gonna never motherfucking reduce me to being something, you know, that some low quality, some individual. You out your fucking mind. See, what they did was try to hold somebody back from this already happened in the past, and they're holding you back from, they're holding ransom, some type of finance, or they've already spent it or used it so they can make them a secondary thing like the heavens or like the higher ups, and then blame the higher ups for whatever the fuck it is that they've been doing underground. All right, trying to deem somebody unfit, or well, you can't produce me children, you know, so why would I bring you in my house or under my roof or into my sector or something? But these women has been going in doing nasty things like collecting these seed at 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, or whatever, and squishing them or putting them, slapping them on a rock, like it says in the Bible with Deborah, okay, in this barrack or Barak or whatever the fuck it is. Okay, this is what they've been doing, or what the people underneath their nose have been doing. So this was another season, probably for the past 5 years, that's in reverse here, that a grandmother has been cock blocking, trying to bring her genome back into the scene when she's supposed to be dead. Everything with this heavy Rachel energy, or this grandmother, whoever this grandmother is, possibly for you, is supposed to be eliminated because what they did to the fucking Empress or the Holy Spirit, or what they allowed to happen. These people were brought in as plants allegedly to watch over. So why were you using your spell work against somebody? So now you got page energies in reverse. This could be little boys. I told you in some of these communities, there's little vampire boys. There's little old families that got these little boys, and they do these rituals or something like this with these little boys. So a little girl go to school. By the time the little girl go to school and boys are supposed to want to date her or something like this, they still stuck on fucking on her mama all throughout the summer, some kind of way, by somebody being drugged. Even if they take a clone of the mother and put it in the underworld and these men are sleeping with it and they're recording it, it makes the mother look like a whore. If all this is going on, if this is the mumbling that's going on underneath the streets of the city, especially if you're not from that county or you're not familiar with, you know, if you can't pick up on the energy. So that's why they blindfold the children or bind the children so that they can just go like a dummy throughout the thing. This is what the family does now. Maybe mother and father, or fake mother and father, or the replacements. And then the child that went through school should be humiliated. They won't find out until they 40 years old or something like this, that this is the ritual that was done on their life to waste their entire life away. But they will be so embarrassed by then they might even want to kill themselves, because it's some part of this ritual as well. They expected that from somebody. But I'm not like y'all, and you not like me. So this could be what somebody's expecting here. So, you know, while these girls are going to school, the boys are looking at the girl kind of weird and everything like this. But the boys are stuck on thinking about, you know, the ritual that they family did by getting these women to sleepwalk and let them go have sex with these boys in these yard or whatever. It's some weird shit. It's got to do with alien breeds or something like this as well. Okay. And they jealous mamas. Some of these people are not so attractive. So there are people, beautiful people, that are being hunted down by these individuals. I don't know who let the dog out or what the fuck just happened recently, but this is what this is. Or if you're somebody that womb produces pretty babies, um, or Caucasian babies, or you could produce a Caucasian looking baby, you know, with one, you know, like the white buffalo woman. Um, um, then they're jealous of this, okay? Somebody might have even, an ugly duckling might have even not turned into a beautiful swan, but might have been able to capture, or they over sexualize these women too, right? In the underworld with those hunching quarters, okay? And so that's how they get the men out of the house. When a man get real low because his wife is going through this process and she's closer to God or a demon or the devil or her twin flame, he start feeling some kind of way about himself, confirmation. Then he goes and they say, we'll take care of you. Because they got the royal crown or something on their mind that they can all just split it. This is prison time. This is like, it's like you can persecute a motherfucker or prosecute somebody on this. But Kamala didn't do that because she was one of the #1 people in competition with the Empress. Somebody persecuting and prosecuting the wrong people. They try to hurry up and get rid of all the disciples, all the people who know who the real Lord is, all the people that this person procreated with in the past. So these heathens can act like they're in charge. These are king killers, God killers, father killers. But the fathers can't help it. They under a spell by the time they're smitten. They're in a delusion. They'll turn around and kill their own child for it. It's not just the coochie. It's not the face. It's not this. It's not even what they comprise. It's not even always just the money. Some of this is these men was jealous of you or in competition with you, or they was already gay. These people can tap into your mental nowadays with technology and see what your deepest dreams is. All they got to do is make something look undesirable in front of you and then offer you something else that they think is desirable or the way that they want things to go. If they want all of us to be gay and this is a third world country that's sick and diseased and everything like this is this is the agenda that they're pushing. So, yeah, the scapegoat energy here. I think these people ain't gonna be able to get where they going because they did leave somebody as a scapegoat. These are supposed to be strong men that just, or giants or Nephilim or whatever, that left maybe even their own. There's some Anunnaki energy here where her being a bird with that key. Yeah, they really did it. They really try to fuck with somebody. This is personal here. So the regular people that ended up in the industry or ended up in all these other positions or underneath the belly of the crown or something, Yeah, it's something about don't take it personal. That's a process. But with the Empress, I think I'm taking it personal. God is taking it personal. Yeah. So the little girl will go through school and boys won't like her, girls won't want to talk to her, something like this or whatever. She'll think it's something wrong with her, or she's weird or strange. But really they done had these humping fests because they know what this person carries within their soul, within their mind, within their womb, between their legs, whatever. So this is what somebody is doing. So the Christ cannot rise. It's it's usually three witches here. Okay. That's that Hecate or Hecate energy. And that's what they've been doing for centuries instead of, while they're claiming, oh, no, you just thought you were really close where you was going to cancel out God and Christ and the Son of God or something like this. So they kill adult children and they the ones that's hunting down these little girls before they get to the bus and manipulating the father or letting their fathers put foreign intelligence in their brain. So now they work for them. So they really don't care about their family. Like, um, for me, I had to detach from everything I loved because God is telling me something. You see what I'm saying? That's that navigator probably energy or that voyager energy in me. But there's still some stagnancy or stuckness or something. I think it has something to do with finances, but only. But um, these people, so you might be a little bit more headstrong, a little bit more tough if you had to actually manually do this. Understand, oh, oh, that's what this is. But with these men, they just zap them in the brain and then tell them what to do. And so they're not even themselves anymore. So that's how they can sell off their little girls, even if it was the apple of their eye. You understand? Um, and this it's got to come to an end here. I mean, well, I don't know what everybody else is gonna fight for, and what everybody else is gonna press charges for, and what everybody else is gonna make a complaint to the universe or to source or something for. But I know what the fuck I said. Okay, and so you're not just gonna play with me, and then I get the gist of what you doing, and you about to just get away with it. Um, so again, some of these people don't even want you to or me to be able to just say, "Oh well, you don't want me here. You hate me like this. Okay, well let me get my finances and let me get out of here." You know, or something like this. I will create somewhere else. And they don't even want you to know because this is a bullying. This is like some immature fucking kids. That's like 60, 80. This is a group of people. And I'm just gonna have to say, this seems like this is under this Neverland Peter Pan shit, right? And so what do when you got a whole bunch of mentally retarded adults that's 80 years old and shit like this going around here doing immature shit? They don't have no growth. Yeah, they get the lottery or the jackpot and get these little inheritance that's due for real motherfuckers that's supposed to make change in the world, right? But 10 years later, after that, they broke again in the projects again. So there's no generational wealth here because you're dealing with that breed. Now by the time the woman is like, you know what, I'm done with this. Let me just try to. She's battered, bruised. She may be stripped from the inside. They did something to her womb. These people that think that they can play God and shut up the womb of someone. So maybe a masculine energy is around you now that can actually be like a real boss daddy that can stomp one of these holes in the head if that's what they was doing here. Because that's your money. That's why it don't make no sense to me. You can't tell me about your fucking money and the stupid bitch is doing something like this and you allowing it. No, nigga, you done lost your head, bitch, and that's what it not it. You and hers and your minions got to go under the guillotine because ain't no motherfucking slave master sitting here. Even if you was a pimp or you think you Goldie or whatever the fuck you think you is, it don't. Just like we said about the slave ships, it don't physically make no fucking sense for somebody that's about their money to keep going over there getting all them slaves or something like this after a certain amount of time. At first, when they didn't have the ships to occupy it, and by the time they got back here, all half of 90%, 70% of the stock is already dead. It wouldn't make no fucking sense. And then once you get them over here, you gonna let some witches that just because you gonna let some other energies come in here and do some shit to your stock. You you gonna let some other motherfuckers come in here If it was about black people, now these people could have been dark skinned just like the slaves. You gonna let some other motherfuckers come in here and start burning down your barns or your slave quarters with your slaves in it, and you not gonna do nothing back. You not gonna do nothing to them. Come on, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody was grouping niggas up back then like they was the same. And then they had to quickly realize, that there was a meek group or something like this, okay? Was an angelic or a godly group, okay? And they couldn't defend themselves against these monsters, okay? That's why you got in the South so many haunted house stories and all this other bullshit, all right? Some of these people just wanted to have these African people have these children so they could take them over Africa and have something to feed them uh, or for their development for the next couple of years. Your children don't. I don't know shit about Africa. Africa ain't got no claim on my motherfucking throne or no claim on my motherfucking womb. The fuck Africa been doing for me? You tell me, what the fuck did Africa do for me? Ain't one African came over here to America in the history of slavery to say, hey, we got some ships and we got ourselves together now. We got this, we got our list over here, and we know we had back then we had Cecil, whatever, and we just trying to see if she might be over here on the coast over here because they said that they brought her to America. You got motherfuckers going through watching Roots and going on familytree.com and shit like this or whatever fuck Ancestry or whatever, trying to find out and going on TV. Oh, I'm from this tribe. I'm from that tribe and stuff like this. And then, oh, I'm about to spend all this money and go over there to Africa. I'm about to spend all this money and go over there to Africa, and I'm about to go see. And you get over there and they treat you like shit, or they treat you like, whatever, or like, it's just a terrorist. Let's see what we can get out of it. It's just a tourist. Let's see what we can get out of this person. Let's present them with some bitches that'll get on the ground and lick the dirt off the ground first, and then, do something. Okay? Lick the dirt off the ground, swish it around in their mouth, and give them a mud foot bath. I just made that up for some reason. It's early. And this person like, oh my gosh, she'll do this in America. My wife is like, wait a minute, I'm not doing that if you didn't do this. Or my wife is like this, or my wife is like that. Right? You not slick, motherfucker. Because once I read you, I ain't got to use no motherfucking cards. You heard me? And also got the name to add that shit on to the real motherfuckers that's here. Don't call me no motherfucking African American. Then you want to add that shit on to what's created in America. These is copycat mimicking races. These are like minion races or something. And again, they have to be right up next to you to even try to compare to anything that we built here in America. And so I just don't understand it. Because maybe these people are mad because somebody didn't want their DNA or their eggs. I mean, but some of us went through a hell of a lot because they did. We the battered ones. That's why I'm saying. It's like these hoes is jealous that they didn't get to get abducted by aliens throughout their life and probed over and over again or something. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you jealous of that? Like, I don't know. This is so strange to me. Like I said, the girls were so jealous, I guess, because boys wanted to fill on me after school. And I didn't like it. Right? Okay? And so, what the fuck is you jealous of? A normal motherfucker don't want that. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Well, you could have had it. You could have took it. You could have took it. So I'm paying for your boy's behavior. That's why I don't like some of these traditions when it comes to Islam. I should not have to pay and suffer and being mocked or called a whore or something because I want to wear whatever the fuck I want to wear because your person couldn't control their self to come around me. And do you mean I can't walk next to somebody with, even if I want to have my whole ass cheeks hanging out? That man is supposed, no matter who he is, what breed, what religion, you got self-control. Do you not have self-control? Because it really shouldn't have nothing to do with what the fuck I got on. You should just automatically have self-control. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? So, this is what this is. So, these girls never get out. And their own alleged family or the plants of their family are keeping them there to use them as some type of mechanism to create because they cannot. And it's like the buck stops here. So now you got a young boy right here that's coming in want to shoot you in the head. Okay? Because somebody thought even when Kennedy came back online, you don't think they made some little tiny developments between Marilyn Monroe and Kennedy? You thought when this person came back online, what he gonna look like? I don't know why I was hearing the meeting that Kennedy and Martin Luther King, I did a video on this a long time ago, had something shifted. I felt something otherworldly when I was doing the research on that, looking at the information on that. Maybe somebody was coming through with that spirit of JFK. It could even be a female. Okay. And they want to get to, but this time they're not gonna let you out the house. They're not gonna let you into the big circle with the little big boys, okay, and stomp around over there, okay. They're gonna get you in your house. They don't want you getting out there speaking to the people or looked at as somebody that they can look up to. So but a whole bunch of silly people, low vibrational people, would see somebody show your personal in-home stuff and try to rate that as to who you are as a person or when you do business. You see, it's but you can. That's how God. That's how a Godhead can measure the intelligence or measure also something when it comes to the soil or the earth or when it comes to other beings. It's a way to gauge where we're at without having to go to a scientist or therapist or somebody that went to school for something like that, or they don't have to go ask the president. You see what I'm saying? That's how a real motherfucker gauge. That's why somebody convince you to grow everything that's a piece of trash and a weed, and then to defile everything that was worth something, and you fail for it. And that's how after all these, I watched this long documentary on about wars and how we accumulate debt after. It sounded like a good idea then, and how wars is about money and the great big debt. It was a big debt, but it's the problem, reaction, solution. I think with Germany and some other people got us in a great debt. It was a big popular documentary about this. Okay, and it's the same thing. It's like it's really not about the money. It's about the in debt us being in debt, indebted. It's not really even about the money because the resources, especially with the earth. Well, I mean, but the whole thing is now you done brought people in that is silver and dross and gold compared to what you had. You didn't let them fool you out your good stock. So I know somebody couldn't have been in the right mind when they was doing some of this. You know? Yeah. And that's why these women work so hard to keep certain people away from certain people during this process to make it act like, you know, oh, it's a reason. Oh, this person's sick. Oh, like by the time, a real king or a real nigga or a real emperor gonna say, bitch, if you don't get your stupid ass up, I was using you to do whatever you're doing with these children or to play with, like they did with the Hebrew women, to mess with these girls' womb. I don't need your motherfucking advice about how to run my fucking company. You understand? Stay in your motherfucking place. So somebody don't know how to check a motherfucker, okay? To save their life, okay? So we know that people is compromised now, okay? Yeah? Mm-hmm. And these people talk, why you worry about I'm getting money? You ain't getting shit, nigga. I smell. I ain't never had. I'm the wheel of fortune, bitch. I ain't never had to have money to be rich. I ain't had to crack the safe open yet. If there's something left in there, I don't got to say. It's enough abundance around me naturally. You understand? Nobody didn't have to crack the motherfucking vault. And you shouldn't have, if that's what the fuck you think you done did. So it's like they got the elite or the people that's supposed to be making all this money, and even the little people in the streets in a remedial thought process. Nobody's doing nothing. Don't you see? You a fucking zombie. Cause I'm not gonna get on the news and put them clothes on and sit there. Well, because I'm not getting paid to do that, first of all. And shut down the network by telling you the truth in basic layman's form. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like I said, you can maybe do that with these other groups or something, but that shit ain't for me. Just for me. What God got for me is just for me. At this point. So this is what these people was working with here. 8 of Swords, okay? To try to get somebody in prison and then let these people get off or get out as a scapegoat. But they're not going to be able to do this. It's coming out sideways here. That's what the moral of the story is. Having the Empress in this energy here, okay? Imprisoned in her own land. It seemed like Martin Luther King was more worried about them other niggas that ain't from here being in the corners languishing than this daughter, this child, this one. It benefited all of them, the family too, the village, the community of mine too, to have me in this for the 44 years allegedly of my life, if that's how old I am. Not being happy, okay? Somebody wanted you to die that way. Oh, are you sure you know that we spiritually at least disconnected your family and killed all your children, even the ones that were living and doing awesome things, so that we can make it seem like this person that we've been sucking on and instilling with is a better mother than you by wiping out the first half of her life and letting her do, and really it don't look all that to me, the second thing that you started. So I still feel like if this is the trauma, even if it's subconscious, even if it's on another level that me and my children suffered, I still think something looks a little bit decent over here, at least if you're just looking at the bond between the parent and the child, not anything else. Right? All right. So, it depends on how, because some of these people groom and raise children to just be workers. Right? In some of these villages in foreign lands, they want the children to be workers for them. They're not grooming them to care about themselves, other people, or something like this, or look at the world a certain way. They're just raising them to go out there as soon as they this age, go get a job, go get a job, go get a job. You're not even a child to me no more. At 14, you better get your ass out there and get a job. But with my dad, he didn't, with my play sisters, they had to get a job. And somebody might say, well, didn't that ruin you? That's not the point. The point is it didn't ruin it. No, it did not. The point is that there's a group of people that have been following me around my life that anytime I get too happy or I move too soon or if I create something awesome, they know how to do from the littlest to the biggest thing to try to stop me from doing that. And again, somebody can say, well, you can't blame other. In this case, somebody can, because you had an empress held hostage throughout their life. So at this point, we can say that that's what's going on. And we can say that there could have been a damsel energy and that there could have been a man that was coming like God is going to send a help me to get this person up out of the trenches or out this disgusting garden and have this person go build something beautiful. But these hoes is going to try to get rid of the Empress's womb. And that's when your whole village, the upside down, inside out motherfucker at the top, that's when that motherfucker going to get burned down. And then you will sit there and say, oh my God. It'd be like Mississippi burning around this motherfucker. And then you be sitting here like, oh my God, look at what this person did. They don't care about their own people or something like this. And you're going to be, the truth is, you're going to be getting exactly what the fuck you deserve. Because you don't belong here no motherfucking way. Right? And it's because of your works, nigga. That's what the Bible said. Look at their works. It's because of your works. It's because of your works. Somebody taught you wrong and you believed it, but you morally knew if you're even able to operate on that level, or you just some kind of bag of bolt machine robot that need to go back in the box. You need to go back in the box then. So you lie on the sun. Look, Ace of Swords in reverse. You lie on the sun and say, oh, with that way that some people could be seers or tarot readers and they can only see certain things. And here you go climbing up on top of fucking the mountains or climbing up on the clouds and telling these motherfuckers what they doing and laughing and sitting in one spot not doing nothing, so they call you lazy when they know that's a molten stage, motherfucker, when God is creating. What you talking about? All right? But they're not going to be able to cause this death for this Empress. Somebody else is going to die. Or some others. Because somebody is still on this journey to get whatever this is to move the fuck on. It's almost like I don't engage in no shit. If somebody say, yeah, we got to beat the shit out of you in order for you to be our friend and join our gang, motherfucker, kiss my ass. I ain't doing nothing that sound ridiculous and fucking stupid like that. You got to kill somebody to be a part. Get this club. Nigga, I don't want to be a... Bitch, I'm a steward energy. I'm over the motherfucking club. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? So somebody going to try to go against your will and transport my body, even if I was a tribred, you going to try to transport my body around and make me do something or something like this or whatever this is? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's child abuse, especially if you got me as a minor, or that's elder abuse if you got me as an elder. Because that's what you call the attack charm ones, so that people can abuse them and blindfold them and take advantage of them. And iris workers can come and really be stealing babies out these young women's wombs in the middle of the night. Y'all not fooling no fucking body over here. All right? Yeah. That's why your Wheel of Fortune is in reverse here. 5 of Wands here in reverse. Somebody think they about to come beat you up or something. Somebody is mad. Miss Midget Smith is pissed off. I can see it in her eyes. The Queen of Cups in reverse. This bitch is mad. You hear me? You know, this person killed a baby. They just killed a baby within the past 24 to 48 hours. Maybe even 8 days. Of America. Okay? This is America, the strength card. Y'all know that's who she is over here. Okay? Also, I bought that lighter yesterday. I'm proud to be an American. And somebody is pissed off. Because they trying to say, no, you a product of the transatlantic, or you the product of diaspora. No, the fuck I'm not. Even if you thought I would, I don't trust none of your paperwork, motherfucker. I am who I said I am. Get that. Shit. Two of Swords, but God energy here. Or we was down here, my fault. All right, so whatever this is about to pierce this whoever this is that's trying to be your somebody is trying to be your handler. It's not working. Nobody can handle this lion. This is the lion's domain. You're not saying nothing to this lion no more. If this Empress, if this me. So, you know, somebody might be relocating to a sunnier place here. Okay, the sun. Okay. You might be relocating here. All right, we got the Hierophant. Okay. Jeez Louise. And we got the Empress. Okay. And the Sun. Well, why is that like that? Oh, she's shielding the boy. She's shielding the boy. It's not piercing the boy. It's shielding him. Maybe that's her son. She can't see him or she never seen him. Okay. Yeah, it's judgment time. The Emperor said it's judgment here. Okay. For what? So all things, maybe this is like shedding off or plucking off all the feathers like the American eagle, okay? In order to, but I feel like somebody misled somebody on how to do this before, but I mean, I ain't gonna front. You know, this could be what a father did to somebody in the past, okay? I don't think they were supposed to do that. I think that they were supposed to take the child with them so the child could learn how to be an eagle, but somebody didn't want you to do this. And I feel like also that they did it wrong because it was the daughter or it was this child that was supposed to take that process, not that father. Because God knew when that father got whatever the fulfillment and the father was not going to return the favor and lead this child. They was going to leave them out more than anything. Hold on.